All right, I'm Matt Zellman, and this is the Salvage of the Demetria. So when we choose our character, we get to choose, we get to choose an element for our elemental magic, which determines what our dark side looks like and gives us some other different abilities. Choose male or female. Let's do Earth. Okay, I'm just gonna name this one Earth because I'm not feeling particularly creative today. Okay, so we get this letter from Elizabeth inviting us to go join her on this salvage operation. Or might be archaeology. I don't know. Depends. You could do it either way. So, we're here in this sort of boomtown built up to support the archaeological operations. This is Tola. We were told to go talk to Elizabeth, though. So here's Elizabeth. Right, and it's telling us to switch to social. What it means, if you see down in the right corner, it says neutral. Every interaction with anything in this game is governed by what posture we're in when we take it. So we can take like a neutral posture, a social posture, a combative posture, a crouched posture, a concerted posture, which is like focus, or an athletic posture. And so to talk to Elizabeth, we're going to use a social posture, and we get this question. We're hiding. I'm not hiding. That was a response to my crouch posture. She thought that was funny, I guess. Okay. Me to preserve things, okay? Alright. Okay. We can pet the dog and cat for being social. We'll work on that. Okay, so we go talk to Tola. Tola will tell us what we're supposed to go get. Okay, a child's drawing from the library. There's a shovel over by the tent that I can get with just by digging with my hands. That's helpful. The different postures change how quickly we move. So combative is pretty fast. Athletic is even faster. Probably dig this out pretty quickly with a combative posture. We're just basically going to town on the dirt here. And we've got a shovel. So we take the shovel, we go into the library. All right. Library has a couple people in here already. I'm looking around. Okay. Fight the stuck stuff, okay? Let's see what we can do with our shovel. Inserted. Okay. Alright. we're just gonna... So he was telling us to just kind of yank at this. Alright. Got it free, took it. Sounds like we damaged it a little bit in doing so. But we'll take back what we got. Okay, let's put our shovel away. Head back to Tola to see what she thinks of our hack job there. Okay, take your time next time. Okay. She wants a ruined diary next. There's an edge for it. We'll have to make it ourselves. Okay. Let's see what Elizabeth wants with the drawing. Actually, before we do that, let's see what it looks like. Okay. Cool stuffed horse. A spaceship or something. Okay. We'll have her preserve it, even though it's not in good condition really anymore. Now let's go make our stuff. Make our tools. Okay, Matthias. Okay, so we can get instructions from him on all the different parts and pieces of making tools and weapons and stuff. He does get in the way a little. Let's see. So there's instructions at the bottom here. We need to make two things, a scythe and a knife. So we'll make a scythe and we'll make a knife. So to make a tool, we need to make a head and a shaft. So let's go back a little. Okay, looks pretty good. We put a tang on it to so that we can turn it on the forge. All right. Now we set the length, how big we actually want this cast to be. Let's go for like 2/3 of a meter. Okay. And we can set the thickness. Let's make it kind of thick. We're making this out of aluminum, and we've got enough to do it, so let's just go ahead and do that. Okay. Oh, it still says it's too long. It's too large. Oh, all right. That's okay. We'll need to make a head for the knife too. We want to make it out of. Let's make the knife out of iron. Let's cast a small bar blank because we just want a little knife. So this is our forge. Again, what I'm doing here that changes the way the target light looks is angling the head, or angling the hammer that I'm hitting it with. I can pound this out a little bit quicker by holding trigger, and it beats out a pattern that kind of helps the shape better. We can change the hammer strength, or we can rotate our stuff around. We can work it from different sides. You can change the anvil die. Actually, so if we want to constrain it to a certain width, or just work with it flat. Yeah, flat face. Okay. What was I doing? Changing the hammer strength. Okay. Just like for single blows like this to make a knife with. Heavy blows work pretty well. Okay, this is kind of messy, but that's part of the point sometimes. We're not good at this yet. We'll accept this. Okay, so we can go back. We're gonna want shafts. We'll make a shaft out of bamboo. Make it kind of thin. Make it nice long there. Okay. We can make another one out of, let's do native wood. This can be a lot shorter because we're just making a knife dagger type thing. That's fine. It can be a thicker diameter too. Okay. I want to finish our components. So finishing a component, you can see I'm selecting an edge over on the side there. I want to make those into blades, and I want to grind the tip into a point. Apply that. Oh, look at that knife outline. We'll just make the... let's take that back to the... Let's take that back to the anvil. We kind of want to... At the very least, we want to... Okay, now what are we looking at? Okay, we can hold that width. And then there's the width that we're trying to hold has changed because the width of this is different than it was when we brought it up on the other one. That'll help us kind of draw it out a little better. Okay, yeah, I like that. Let's take that. Much better. Alright, there's a blade, there's a blade, there's a... sure. And... yeah, why not? Put a point out here. Apply it. Okay, now to make them into actual tools and weapons that we can use, we need to put them together. So, let's take that, our aluminum cast head, our bamboo shaft, mount it. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, it's a pretty good looking scythe. And I want to put those two together. Yep, just like that. Makes a knife. Great. Looks like this. And we could rename them if we wanted to, but we don't really need to do that right now. We'll put a grip on them. Let's put a grip on our shovel too. No longer a leather grip for that. Okay. That one. Get a nice long grip on it. And this one, take it back down. Okay. Great. So we'll take those back down into the library to get some more stuff. Maybe not do as much damage to it this time. Alright, over here, we're going to want to get our scythe, equip it. Okay, there we go. So we can clear this. We clearly don't know how to use a scythe, but we'll figure that out later. Okay, the artifact is revealed, it says. So now we can switch to our knife. There we go. We look down below, we've got, we want to cut versus roots. That's what we were told it was in. Selecting where we want to use our knife, making good, careful progress here. We can make it even better. There we go. A little worse for the taking, but we did pretty good. And we're using a. Let's see if we can look at our. Ooh, 74% quality is pretty good. 81% good at cutting. Be a little bit worse at some of the other tasks that we could have put it to. But 81% is not bad at all. All right. Wonder. Okay. Oh, and then there's neat stuff here from stuff that survived from the library. Okay. All right. Anyway, interesting administrative stuff. Go back up to camp. See what Tola thinks of this one. If we made her happy this time. All right. Much better. Okay. Yes, I have. Okay. Ooh, good price for it too if we wanted to sell it. So let's take a look at what we got to. Alright, yeah. They're talking about something, but this is supposed to be from like 1200 years ago. Okay. So here we go. We'll let her preserve it. Oh, she likes that much better. Okay. Alright, that is the Salvage of the Demetria. That's the loop. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Save and quit.